today, let's talk Met Gala looks. But before I begin, I just wanted to say a few things. First off, I know the celebrities are not the one who choose their looks for the red carpet, and that instead the decision lies with the stylist or the brands that the celebrity is paired with. I understand this, and I acknowledge this. Second of all, most of what I will be saying about the looks that were worn on this year's red carpet will be solely my opinion. It is completely okay if you do not agree with my opinion. All that I ask is to not have any hate sent my way just because of a difference in opinion in what certain celebrities wore. Lastly, I want to apologize if you hear any bizarre background noise. I do have a fan on because it is 70 degrees where I live, and for some reason my neighbor decided that right now is the time that he just needs to power wash his house. Anyways, with that all out of the way, let's begin! But before we dive into my critiques, I'm going to read a snippet of a Vanity Fair article that explains this year's Met Gala theme just a bit better than I can. This year's theme is Gilded Glamour, a concept that leaves plenty of room for interpretation and pulls inspiration from New York's Gilded Age, when excess and grandiosity defined both the decades and the fashion. As skyscrapers began to spring up, decorating the New York skyline, millions of immigrants arrived in the city, changing its cultural landscape forever. For the upper crust, opulence was all the rage. Advancements in industry meant fabrics were now easier to produce and far more accessible than ever before, giving way to a new crop of textures and a different approach to fashion. Quote, women's dresses often featured a combination of many textiles like satin, silk, velvet, and fringe, all adorned with over-the-top textures like lace, bows, frills, and ruffles, end quote. Vogue writes of what was in style back then. With precise instructions to wear white tie attire, a very traditional formal version of evening dress, which can include floor-length ball gowns, black pants with matching jackets, or coats with tails that hit the back of the knee. Many guests put their own spin on what gilded glamour meant to them. So the time period of the Gilded Age was roughly from 1870 to 1900. So during this time, lots of corsets, lots of bustles, trains, because of how easy it was to make textiles now because of the Industrial Revolution. A lot of women wore stuff that was very extravagant, very over the top, lots of rich colors, lots of patterns. They went crazy with little details, like the article snippet I read. They said covered stuff in bows, in lace, in frills, just very, very glamorous, very, very over the top. If you are curious and want to learn more about the Gilded Age and the fashion in that era, I really do recommend watching Modern Girl's video about this year's Met Gala. She has a portion of her video where she goes more in depth about the fashion history during that age. It's very informative. It was a joy to watch. I really, really recommend watching her video. I will try to link it in my description. Anyways, let's get into the critiques. I would just like to say, if I mispronounce any of these celebrities' names, it's not on purpose. I'm just a little bit stupid. So, the first one I want to talk about is also the first one I saw on the red carpet, Vanessa Hudgens. Her dress is completely Gilded Age. The silhouette is perfectly something that would be found in that era. The long sleeve with the puff at the shoulder, a full train, floor length with a high neck, perfectly Gilded Age. I will be the first to admit her dress being completely see-through threw me off because I did not expect her to wear that at all, but she looks amazing and she is completely on theme. Next is Laura Harrier, and unfortunately her look falls into my it's close enough group. So the fabric of her dress is absolutely gorgeous. It has this beautiful silver sheen. She has lovely black velvet opera gloves, all these kind of pearls on her. She looks gorgeous. But the cut of her dress doesn't really say 1870s or Gilded Age. It instead says 1770s, which is about 100 years off of when the theme is supposed to be set. So technically she isn't on theme, but because it is historical and at least it was an attempt to be on theme, she gets put into the it's close enough. Sebastian Stan. Who did this? And why? It's a white tie event, which is even more formal than a black tie event. And they put this man in hot pink streetwear. He's wearing sneakers, for God's sake. Also, That pink that he's wearing is so bright, I can't look at this photo of him for too long or my eyes start watering. He's wearing sneakers, for God's sake. Not on theme, 0 out of 10. I personally hate it. Edie Kiernan. Her look is another one in the it's close enough group. The silhouette of her dress is not Gilded Age, it is Regency. The fabric of her dress is very plain, there's no adornments, nothing. But at least there was an attempt to try to get there. She's a little confused, but she's got the spirit, so it goes into the it's close enough to the theme, I'll let it slide. Mindy Kaling. Completely off theme. That's not Gilded Age. Her dress is Greco-Roman, completely. She does look amazing in that shade of lavender. I do love the floral on her shoulders, but it's not Gilded Age. She's nowhere near close to the theme. Lady Gaga.
Baby, I'm not even here. I'm a hallucination.
I'm just kidding. I know Lady Gaga wasn't there. I saw that dress all over Twitter and TikTok, and I was super confused because I was like, wait, didn't she wear that to a movie premiere? But yeah, people were lying. And also, even if she was wearing that to the Met Gala this year, that's not even on theme because that's Tudor style. That is the wrong country and the wrong time period. Rosalia. Rosalia is one of the few people that night that was 1,000% on theme. The silhouette of her dress screams Gilded Age. The sleeve, the beautiful, beautiful train, the amazing beadwork on the bodice. The whole thing screams opulence, gilded, totally Gilded Age. The only one thing that I didn't like with her look is the sunglasses that she's wearing for some reason. I don't know why they're on her. They look like sunglasses my grandma wore in the 90s. But other than that, completely on theme and looks amazing to boot. Miranda Kerr. I love her lack of energy. Go girl, give us nothing. This is not gilded. This is not glamour. This is not on theme at all. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone wear this exact dress in pale blue at somebody's junior prom. Yikes. Anthony Ramos. Yeah, no, I would not say this is on theme for this year. It would have been perfectly on theme for last year. Also, I saw some of his Get Ready With Me photos, and he had nail polish on. Where did it go? Why did he take it off? Also, no, not on theme. Doja Cat.
Shit, I hallucinated all that, didn't I?
Just like with Lady Gaga, Doja Cat was also not at the Met Gala this year. I don't know why there were so many false reports of what celebrities were at the Met Gala this year, but it was really funny seeing people realize they've been tricked on Twitter. Camila Cabello. I will straight up say, I don't like her look at all. She looks like she's wearing a bedspread that I had when I was 11, but inside out? Like, I just don't like the look. I don't like the shape. I don't know why it's just plain boring white. If it had been the other way around, like that little peak of flowers you can see had been all over her dress, maybe I would have liked it more, but the way it is right now, I just didn't like her dress. Also totally not on theme either. Quanah Chasing Horse. So I remember seeing this look that she is wearing and thinking to myself, it's gorgeous, but it's not quite on theme. But after taking a step back and reading the Vogue article that explains and breaks down why she's wearing what she is wearing, I came to the conclusion that just because she is not wearing what I view to be the stereotypical ideals of Gilded Age fashion doesn't mean she's not on theme. Miss Chasing Horse is on theme in her own native way, and that's all that matters. Emma Chamberlain. Her look is one of those that I put into the pile of technically on theme, but I really don't like it. The top with the puffed long sleeve, yes, that would be correct for the era. The long skirt with the trail, yes, that technically would be correct. But everything she's wearing is very plain, very bland. It's not gilded, it's not glamorous. While the shape of it may be correct for that era, the rest of it is just horribly plain, and I just really didn't like it. Autumn Dewild. I got very much fairy godmother from Cinderella vibes from this one, and I really can't tell you if this is on theme or not. It gives a tentative, I guess? Jordan Roth. This is not gilded glamour at all. However, it is perfectly camp. Where were you in 2019, sir? We needed you desperately. Gigi Hadid. Another one in the group of, this is not gilded glamour, but it is perfectly camp. I've seen several looks on the Met Gala red carpet where they were nowhere near gilded glamour, but they would have been amazing during the camp theme. And I have no idea how you do a dress code theme so badly that you somehow cycle back around to doing a prior year's theme perfectly. Like, huh? Bad Bunny.
I'm a brave boy. Not a brave enough boy for this!
Anyways, like I said in my TikTok review, Edwardian walking dress, but make it aggressive? I don't know why. Just the stance, the look, his expression, I feel very intimidated. Also, why does Bad Bunny look like he's 7 feet tall in this photo? Like, who did this? I feel like I'm looking at a Dark Souls boss. What happened? Louisa Jacobson. Another one for the pile of, this isn't gilded glamour, but it sure is camp. I'm still confused how this happened multiple times. If anyone could explain, that would be great.
What the fuck?
Cody Smith McPhee. What the fuck is this? This can't even go in the pile of camp. I don't even know what this is. Why is he wearing blue jeans to a white tie event? And why is he actually the second person I saw wearing blue jeans at a white tie event? What was this designer on? Jessica Chastain. I love this dress. It is a beautiful, beautiful deep red. The silver snake that wraps around her waist up through her neck and her shoulder is gorgeous. She looks amazing in it. However, it's not gilded glamour. This is a 1930s, maybe late 1920s, but for the most part, 1930s look. Nowhere near the theme. Iris Law. Blue. Chicken. Woman. The dress is gorgeous. It's not on theme. It's not gilded, nor is it glamour. If anything, it is another one for the camp group. I don't know how this keeps happening. Jenna Ortega. This isn't gilded era glamour. This is 1960s mod. Completely off theme. Moving on. Kiki Lane. This dress is gorgeous. I love how she looks in it, but this isn't gilded glamour. However, this is 1960s prom. Gwen Stefani. This is also not gilded glamour. This is 2010 prom. I really don't know why they put her in like highlighter yellow, or maybe it's green. I'm actually struggling to figure out the color of this dress. And also the neon of this dress threw me off so badly when I first saw it. I didn't even notice that there's a bunch of flowers on her waist and on the little train on the back, but I wouldn't call this gilded or glamour. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone wear something very similar to this at a boardwalk prom. Winnie Harlow. Another one for, is not this year's theme, but fit of prior year's theme. It is gorgeous what she's wearing. I do think the headpiece she's wearing is really amazing looking, but this doesn't fit gilded glamour. It would have been perfect for Heavenly Bodies, or maybe even camp, but it's not gilded glamour. Lizzo. Perfectly on theme. She's gilded, she's glamorous, the corset line she was wearing perfectly reminisce of gilded era fashion. She also kept playing on her golden flute, parts of Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun, which was written in 1894, so perfectly on theme in more than one way.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Jared Leto. I'm kidding. This is Frederick Robertson. Though everybody on Twitter kept trying to say it was Jared Leto, and I'm still very confused how that happened. Anyways, when I first saw this, I just stood there staring at my screen for a few minutes because, yeah, I wouldn't say this is gilded, and I wouldn't say it's glamour. It might have worked for the camp theme or even the Heavenly Bodies. But, mostly I'm just confused. Yeah. Billie Eilish. One of the very few girls who were perfectly on theme. From her corset, to her bustle, to the draping of her skirt, to her color scheme, it is perfectly Gilded Age glamour made modern. Someone also speculated that the green lace of her sleeves is meant to replicate the green bruises absinthe drinkers of that era would have had. I'm also a little sad that no one really got a photo of the back of her dress. I only kind of saw the side of her bustle. Either way, absolutely gorgeous.
What? What the fuck?
I'm going to screw up pronouncing her last name, but Emily Ratajkowski? I am flabbergasted and appalled. I have no idea what the stylist was going for here. This is not gilded, this is not glamour, this is just a mess. Nicola Colan. Yes, she's on theme, but boy howdy, I don't like it. If they had left off the odd little feather antenna, I think I would have liked it more. But, certainly was a choice. Blake Lively. I have mixed feelings about her outfit. I do think it was an amazing performance piece. I do think it is a gorgeous dress. I fully recognize that it's supposed to be an homage to the Statue of Liberty, with the way it goes from copper and unfurls into the teal that copper becomes after it oxidizes. However, the dress itself, the fabric of the main dress, is very much an Art Deco pattern. The silhouette and cut of the dress, once the teal skirt has been unfurled, becomes more close to 1950s old Hollywood glam. So she gets on theme, but by technicality. Kim Kardashian in a very controversial outfit. This dress was made for only Marilyn Monroe herself, who wore it to sing Happy Birthday to John F. Kennedy. A lot of people don't think Kim Kardashian should have worn this dress. I am included in this number. This is a historical fashion piece. I really don't think she should be wearing it, because from a conservation standpoint, there's too much risk. Also, Miss Kardashian does not fit in it. The first sole is covering up the fact that it is pinned partially shut because it cannot close on her, because her body type is too different. Also, the nude tone of the fabric, which is supposed to give the illusion that the wearer is naked and only covered in crystals, does not work on Miss Kardashian because she is a completely different skin tone from Miss Monroe. What I think Miss Kardashian should have done is she should have gotten a replica made of the dress in her skin tone and worn that instead. She would still get the effect, she'd still get the glamour, she'd still be wearing a Marilyn Monroe dress, but it would look better on her. And also, yes, I do know that she only wore the original Marilyn Monroe dress for the red carpet, then switched out to a replica of that dress for the event. But I think she should have just worn a replica the entire time. There really was no need to wear the historical artifact itself. Also, I feel like the whole thing feels like a gimmick because it doesn't even fit this year's theme. It just feels shallow and hollow. Kris Jenner, wearing an outfit identical to a Jackie Kennedy outfit, which I think is a very bizarre choice when one of her daughters was in a Marilyn Monroe outfit, and Marilyn Monroe is the woman that Jackie Kennedy's husband cheated on her with. So that's a choice. And no, I'm not going to talk about the rest of the Kardashian sisters. All of their looks were either boring or off theme or both. David Lauren, whatever stylist put you in blue jeans, fire them. Not on theme. Gemma Chan, her look is a mixture of 1920s and Rococo, neither of which are on theme. Anna Wintour, it's her own goddamn event and she's not even on theme. In fact, is she ever on theme? I don't think so. David Harbour, he's boring, but he's on theme, and he's got a top hat. Casey Musgraves is one more for the group of perfectly on theme. The silhouette of her dress is a perfect golden era, late 1800s silhouette, though I do love the fun details that really is reminiscent of 1950s glam. Perfectly on theme. I also love the little detail of the hand fan and the black opera glove. Irina Shayk, not on theme. And also, why is she wearing the calfskin leather set from Final Fantasy XIV? She looks amazing, but my god, she's not on theme. Megan Thee Stallion. So when her stylist heard gilded glamour was the theme, they thought, just cover her in gold. That's on theme. She technically goes into the on theme by technicality. I do really love the look she's in. I love the feather capelet. I think it looks gorgeous on her. Not quite sure if it fits with Gilded Age, but she looks amazing either way. Kid Cudi. He looks like a professor for Bubaxon's Academy. He looks like a wizard professor. I don't know how to feel. Franklin Leonard.
If 2 plus 2 is 4, right, and 5 plus 5 is 10, okay, what the fuck is this?
This entire look is just a mess. The slacks threw me off because of the color. I thought he was wearing blue jeans at first. The, I'm assuming, hip panniers on his coat are reminiscent of Rococo, which is wrong country, wrong time period. It's just a mess, and it's not on theme. And lastly, Genesis Suero, who is a reporter for Telemundo and showed up almost every celebrity on that red carpet. I love the dress she's wearing. I love the gold and the cream. I love the lace details. I love the sunburst on her bodice. I even love that her hair is almost period accurate. She looks amazing. She looks gorgeous. She looks great. She is 1000% on theme. And that was all my thoughts and opinions on the Met Gala looks. So obviously I didn't cover every single Met Gala look, mostly because the video is getting a bit longer than I want it to be, and also because there were a lot of looks I just didn't have any feelings about. I just didn't really care. So congratulations on making it to the end of the video. If you have some stuff you agreed with me on, feel free to comment. If you have stuff you didn't agree with me on, feel free to comment. But again, I repeat, like I said in the beginning, please don't send any hate my way. I'm just a silly little creature with silly little opinions who likes to speak my silly little thoughts on the internet. So as always, stay safe, and thank you for watching.